So we've all seen generative AI crank out text and some pretty wild images, right? But what's the next frontier? Well, imagine an AI that doesn't just talk to you, but actually builds a custom, interactive user interface for you on the fly. That's exactly what A2UI is all about, and we're going to break it down today.
All right, so here's the game plan. We'll start with the big idea of AI building interfaces. Then we'll get into that, clunky chatbot problem we all hate. After that, we'll look at the real challenge of getting different AIs to play nice with each other and how A2UI is the perfect solution. And then we'll see how this all fits into the bigger picture and who's already using it to build some amazing things.
Okay, let's just jump right in. The core idea here is about empowering AI to build its own interface. We're moving away from just having a conversation with an AI and into a world where the AI can literally create the best possible tool for whatever you're trying to do right in that moment.
We have all been here. You're trying to book a table for dinner and you're stuck in this slow, painful back and forth with a chatbot. It's just inefficient. But now, what if instead of that conversation, the AI could just present you with this perfect little form? A date picker, a time slot, a book now button, boom, done. That's the kind of clunky problem A2I is built to solve.
But the problem actually gets way deeper than that. We are heading into an era of what you could call a multi-agent mesh. This is where AI agents from totally different companies, think Google, Cisco, SAP, all need to team up and work together for you. It's like having your own personal team of specialists.
And that creates a huge fundamental challenge. How can an AI agent running on some remote server from a company you might not even know safely and securely update what you're seeing inside your app? The old school ways of doing this, like with iframes, they're clunky, they don't match your app's look and feel, and honestly, they can be a major security risk.
This quote from the A2UI team really just hits the nail on the head. We needed a way to transmit UI that is safe like data, but expressive like code. It perfectly captures the dilemma. How do you get all the flexibility of code without opening the door to all the risks? So how do you do it? Well, that's where A2UI comes in. The best way to think about it is as a universal blueprint for building an interface, a set of instructions that's secure, easy to update, and totally independent of the underlying platform.
The real magic here is that A2UI is what we call declarative. Now that might sound technical, but the idea is super simple. Instead of sending executable code, which can be dangerous, the agent just sends a description of the UI. It's basically a data file that says, hey, I need a date picker here and a button there. Your application gets this blueprint and then builds the interface using its own safe, trusted components. It's like getting a recipe, not a finished dish.
Let's walk through it. It's a simple three-step process. First, the agent generates that JSON blueprint. Second, it sends that blueprint securely over to the host app. And third, the app takes those instructions and renders the UI using its own native building blocks. It's elegant, it's fast, and it's secure.
So these are the principles that make A2UI so robust. Security is number one because it's just data, not code. It's simple enough for language models to generate and even update on the fly. It's framework agnostic, meaning the same blueprint works for web, Flutter, React, you name it. And maybe most importantly, the client app is always in control, ensuring everything looks and feels completely native.
Now, you might be wondering where A2UI fits into this rapidly evolving world of agentic UI tools. And what's really interesting is that it's not trying to replace everything. It's designed to be a standard, a common language.
This table really lays it out. Unlike approaches that just stuff a web page into a box, A2UI is native first, so it always looks right. And while some tools lock you into their ecosystem, A2UI is built for interoperability. It even works with other frameworks, acting as the UI data format that flows through the pipes they provide. It's compatible, not competitive.
And look, this isn't just a cool idea on a whiteboard. A2UI is already being put to work by major teams and products to solve real-world problems right now.
For example, you've got powerful day-one collaboration. The founder of Copilot Kit and A2UI says they have full support for the spec. That's huge. It means developers get a better together solution right out of the gate.
And then you've got the Opal team, who let people build their own AI mini-apps. For them, A2UI is foundational. It gives them the safety and flexibility to experiment with all kinds of new generative UI ideas.
This is a massive deal for businesses. Gemini Enterprise is integrating A2UI so its powerful agents can guide employees through really complex workflows with custom dashboards and dynamic forms. Think about the potential for enterprise automation here.
And for all the mobile and multi-platform developers out there, Flutter's GenUI SDK is using A2UI under the hood. Why? Because it guarantees that every user gets that high-quality, native-feeling experience no matter what device they're using.
But here's what's really crucial. This is an open-source project. It's licensed under Apache 2, which means it belongs to the community. Its success is built on collaboration, and it's available for anyone to pick up, use, and contribute to.
So if this has sparked your curiosity at all, the project is wide open. You can head over to a2ui.org, read the docs, check out the code and the samples on GitHub, try out the toolkits, and even contribute to the public roadmap. It's all out there.
The big takeaway here is that we're moving towards a future where the user interface is no longer this static, fixed thing. It's becoming fluid, dynamic, and generated in real time to meet your exact needs. And that leaves us with one really exciting question to think about. When AI can generate any interface on demand, what will we even ask it to build?